number of packages purchased. So you have to buy 10 tickets to get 1 ticket to the Fever, and the price won't be more than 10 tickets. They are only confirming that the price will not be, and I'm not joking when I say this, all they have confirmed is that the price will not be more than 10 times higher than the price.
A'ja Wilson and Angel Reese are stunned as rival teams exclude Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever from their ticket packages, sparking buzz and controversy across the basketball community.
Do we have any idea how to talk about this sport? Do we have any idea how to talk about women in this capacity?
There's an accountability that I think those of us that have been in it are asking for from folks that I don't know if they are as mindful in their sports discussions because of the makeup of...
In a shocking decision generating buzz in the WNBA, rival teams have excluded Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever from ticket promotions, instead highlighting powerhouse teams like the Las Vegas Aces and Chicago Sky.
So lads, I'm gonna be honest, what the Lynx have done with the Fever's tickets is mental. It is absolutely mental, and not only that, like, it's actually a little bit worse than we thought. I'm not gonna say like it's the biggest 100% deal breaker thing in the world, that other teams won't do it and that it's like something that's going to ruin the WNBA. But I'm just going to say this right now. Like, this is worse than we thought. This
surprising decision highlights the shifting dynamics of the league and raises questions about which teams truly draw the spotlight. When crafting ticket packages, teams aim to captivate fans by featuring the most exciting and marketable matchups. The Las Vegas Aces, led by stars like A'ja Wilson and Kelsey Plum, remain fan favorites for their dominance and electric energy. However, it's evident that fans are eager to see Caitlin Clark in action, underscoring her growing popularity and undeniable impact on the sport.
Kelsey. You and Kelsey. You and Kelsey.
Said, go ahead,
y'all the only ones up there with bottles.
Dang, yeah. I feel like this championship, we equally were told.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we was like, nah, this the one, we gotta let it loose.
Yeah.
And I felt like last year was kind of, I was on the slippery slope last year. But this year, everybody was toe up.
The omission of Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever from these packages has sparked curiosity. Renowned for her scoring brilliance and electrifying play, Clark has quickly become a fan favorite and an emerging star in the league.
There's been no player in my time of paying attention to women's basketball that has been more polarizing than Caitlin Clark. She was named Times 2024 Athlete of the Year, which I think is well deserved for what she did in the college game and then bringing it to the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark's exclusion signals a subtle yet significant narrative shift within the WNBA, one that may not be immediately obvious to casual fans, but is highly telling to dedicated followers of the league. This decision could stem from the broader perception of the Indiana Fever's current standing. While Clark's individual brilliance is undeniable, the team's overall performance hasn't matched that of the league's top contenders. Fans often seek high-stakes, competitive matchups, which likely influence these ticket packaging strategies. Conversely, this decision might inadvertently underscore Clark's immense star power. Rival teams may be underestimating her growing influence and marketability by excluding her from these high-profile promotions. Known for her deep three-pointers, exceptional court vision, and game-changing performances, Clark has been a sensation since her college days and continues to captivate fans. Her omission could serve as a reminder of just how compelling her presence is in the WNBA.
The Minnesota Lynx revealed their season ticket package, and one team seemed to be left off the list. One team seemed to be exonerated from being part of a package deal. One team, and that team in particular, the Indiana Fever. Folks, let's take a look at this season package right here. You got the Lake package, you got the Aurora package, and if you pay attention closely, you can see the Wings, the Sparks, the Sun, the Mercury, the Liberty. Shoot, you can even see the Chicago Sky. You can see every team part of these season ticket packages except for the Indiana Fever because that is the hottest ticket in the game, the hottest ticket in the WNBA, the hottest ticket in women's.
This situation could pave the way for Caitlin Clark to solidify herself as the league's true star, growing her brand and fan base organically through her remarkable talent rather than manufactured hype. It sets up a compelling narrative. Caitlin Clark, the overlooked dynamo, steadily rising to become the face of the WNBA. As she continues to deliver electrifying performances and propel her team forward, the league may witness a shift in perception, forcing teams to rethink their ticket package strategies in the future. Ironically, the exclusion of Clark and the Indiana Fever from these promotions may amplify her star power rather than diminish it. Her standout performances could become the driving force behind increasing fan demand for Indiana Fever tickets, leaving rival teams no choice but to recognize her influence. It will be fascinating to see how this decision unfolds throughout the season and whether it inadvertently helps Clark soar to even greater WNBA heights.
And I like Caitlin Clark. I'm going to say that before I start sounding like a fucking super hater, because I wasn't even having this tone even a week or two ago. Because I've been big, like Caitlin Clark's a flamethrower. She does remind me of like a Steph Curry type. She's very, very dynamic. She's great for the game. I'm glad that her popularity is growing the game in the way that it is. And I think most of this is not her fault.
A'ja Wilson, a leading figure in the WNBA, recently raised eyebrows by setting her speaking fees $10,000 higher than Caitlin Clark's, a move seen as a statement of her dominance and marketability in the basketball world. Wilson's decision suggests she views herself as the player fans most want to see and hear from. However, this narrative is being called into question by intriguing trends within the league. While Wilson's on-court excellence and public presence are undeniable, a closer look at fan engagement and merchandise sales paints a more nuanced picture. The Las Vegas Aces, Wilson's team, have been a dominant force in the WNBA, but their widespread appeal seems to stem from a combination of factors, extending beyond just Wilson's individual star power. This development raises questions about the evolving dynamics of popularity and influence in women's basketball.
Now, last week, A'ja Wilson found herself in a situation involving Caitlin Clark again. But now this week, she's talking about, she's charging $100K for speaking events, and fans is like, Shrek? Since when? And you only doing this because of...
Wilson's situation reveals an intriguing dynamic in professional sports, where a player's perceived marketability doesn't always align with fan preferences. By setting higher speaking fees to position herself as a primary draw, Wilson's approach contrasts with sales figures and fan engagement metrics that suggest a more complex reality. This highlights the multifaceted relationship between athletes and their audiences, which goes beyond star power alone. Additionally, this scenario underscores the evolving dynamics within the WNBA and the sports industry as a whole. It emphasizes the value of team cohesion and the collective impact of all players, not just the superstars, in shaping the fan experience. For example, the popularity of Kate Martin's jerseys, despite her lower visibility on the court, illustrates how fans connect emotionally with players for diverse reasons, further demonstrating the broader appeal of the sport.
I feel really grateful to be in the position I'm in, and I honestly did not expect to have any fans when I came here. I had no expectations in that sort of way, and I think fans liked that. I don't know. I don't really get it, honestly. If I'm being honest, at the end of the day, I don't get it, but I feel super grateful for it. And so it gives me a little bit of confidence. It makes me feel good when I hear the fans cheer for me when I'm checking in. So I really appreciate it.
While A'ja Wilson's exceptional talents and contributions to the WNBA are undeniable, the narrative around her marketability and fan appeal may require reevaluation. Recent trends in jersey sales and fan engagement reveal that the league's charm goes beyond its marquee stars, extending to a diverse roster of players who each contribute unique elements to the game and fan experience. This shift in dynamics suggests that the WNBA's future success may depend on celebrating and promoting the collective efforts of all players, rather than spotlighting a select few. Among the rising stars redefining the league is Caitlin Clark, whose influence has reached a level that rivals and fans alike can't ignore. Known for her electrifying performances, the Caitlin Clark effect is reshaping the narrative of the WNBA. Indiana Fever games, particularly those featuring Clark, are experiencing a surge in enthusiasm, attendance, and viewership. Fans from across the country are flocking to watch these games, drawn by Clark's captivating presence and dynamic play. Clark's ability to engage and excite audiences both on and off the court is unparalleled. Her deep three-pointers, court vision, and game-changing plays have made her a must-watch athlete and a pivotal figure in the league's story. This surge in attention highlights her growing status as the WNBA's true star and underscores her role in elevating the game to new heights. As the season progresses, Clark's impact will likely continue to shape the league's trajectory and redefine its future.
You mentioned the Caitlin Clark effect. What does that mean to you?
What an incredible human being she is. Not only does she represent Iowa, but she represents women's basketball. She represents women's sports.
She's becoming an iconic figure like a Michael Jordan, like a Tiger Woods, like a Serena Williams. Nike just invested in her $28 million, which I think should be way more.
To be able to carry the pressure of always being on, always being ready, always having to say the right thing and making sure that like you're as delicate as possible, trying to come across as like not only a great person, but
the statistics speak for themselves. Whenever Caitlin Clark steps onto the court, viewership numbers soar. Fans tune in not only to support the Indiana Fever, but also to witness Clark's brilliance firsthand. Her exceptional scoring ability, sharp court vision, and leadership turn every game into an unforgettable spectacle. This undeniable attraction has compelled rival teams to reevaluate their strategies, recognizing the substantial financial impact of her influence. The attention Clark draws translates into increased revenue across ticket sales, merchandise, and broadcast deals. The so-called Caitlin Clark effect is no mere buzzword. It's a tangible force that is reshaping the landscape of the WNBA. Rival teams are now acutely aware of the economic benefits Clark's presence brings. Overlooking her impact would be a costly mistake, leading to significant financial setbacks. This realization has led many teams to prioritize matchups with the Indiana Fever, particularly when Clark is on the floor, ensuring these games are prominently marketed. It's a clear acknowledgement of how crucial Clark has become to the league's success. The recognition of Clark's importance by rival teams highlights her immense star power. It's rare for opposing teams to openly concede the influence of one player to such a degree. This respect reflects the fear of missing out on the economic windfall she generates. The decision to spotlight Indiana Fever games when Clark is playing serves as a strategic move to capitalize on the buzz she creates.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Caitlin Clark.
The one that's been shooting hella.
She broke the record for men and women in NCAA basketball.
Really?
That's crazy.
67,000 points or some shit like that. It was held since like the 60s, and she broke it. So she's just been dunking and not dunking.
Wait, how many points did you say?
She's been
67,000.
sinking them.
67,000 points in her college career.
Yeah, wow, I think it's like 66,000 something, but yeah.
Didn't she just get a sick ass?
The Caitlin Clark effect highlights the evolving dynamics within the WNBA. In a league that values teamwork above all, the emergence of a singular star with the power to influence the league's direction is both rare and extraordinary. Clark's consistent ability to captivate audiences with performances that exceed expectations sets her apart from her peers. This phenomenon underscores the impact individual brilliance can have on a team sport, creating a narrative that drives fan engagement and media attention. As rival teams adapt to the growing influence of Clark, the WNBA's landscape is on the verge of significant change. The increased spotlight on Indiana Fever games signals a shift in how the league markets its stars and organizes its broadcasts. Clark's rising profile is setting the stage for more tailored marketing strategies, which could alter the league's commercial balance. The economic effects of the Caitlin Clark effect are far-reaching. As teams and sponsors align with her brand, the financial ecosystem of the WNBA grows exponentially. This ripple effect benefits not only the Indiana Fever but the league as a whole. With more fans tuning in, there are increased opportunities for sponsorships, advertising, and overall growth. Clark's influence acts as a catalyst, driving the WNBA toward greater visibility, profitability, and success.
Last night, we read Time magazine where Caitlin Clark was named Athlete of the Year. Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover and said, the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have? Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings. And so now you're starting to hear stories of racism within the WNBA, and I don't want to hear that.
Okay, so Time Magazine did one time give Athlete of the Year to a team, and it was to the US women's soccer team when they won the World Cup. It was pretty fun, pretty cool, very out of the box, but a lot of people think it was kind of weird that a team won Athlete of the Year, and they didn't do it.
The Caitlin Clark effect is a testament to her profound influence on the WNBA. Rival teams' acknowledgement of her significance underscores the economic and cultural shift she's driving in the league. By bringing unprecedented attention to Indiana Fever games, Clark has solidified her role as the focal point of the WNBA's narrative. Her impact goes beyond performance statistics, reshaping the league's business and marketing strategies. As the WNBA evolves, Caitlin Clark's star will only continue to shine brighter, shaping the league's future and inspiring a new generation of basketball fans. So, who really are the unsung heroes in the WNBA? Please drop your comment down below. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.